Welcome, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's been a while since we've been together on a Thursday. Feel free to say hello. Let us know where you're joining from. Let us know if it's your first time here today. Jane, good morning, Jackie, and everyone. Hello, Jennifer. Nice to see you again. Jody, hello from stormy Arizona. Christine, hi, Jackie, and Tribe. Hi, Christine. Good morning, Allison. Greetings, friends, from Jackie. Cecilia, happy 6 a.m. from San Diego. Thanks for joining us that early, Cecilia. Good morning, Dr. Monica. Hello, Patty. Hi, Bonnie. Kim, good morning from New Orleans. Nicole says good morning. If today's your first time with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso, and I'm joining you from Northern Illinois. Today we're here to talk about Mercury Retrograde, what to expect for the next 3 weeks, and some other stuff will come up. And then we are going to pull one oracle card today that we'll talk about, and then we'll do some energy healing at the end. So I hope you guys will stick around for the whole time. Glenn, good morning from Ontario. Welcome. AJ, good morning, everyone. Mary says good morning. Jackie, I felt your presence a little while ago. One of those senses of something just outside the front windows. I'm going with it. All right, Jackie, you want to hear something nuts? Maybe 5 minutes before we started, maybe 10 minutes. I went outside to let my chickens out, and I thought about you because you live so close to me, and it's like 45 degrees out right now. And yeah, you did cross my mind, just like, oh, I wonder if Jackie's enjoying this weather too, or, like if it'll come up in conversation. So there you go. There's that energetic connection for you guys. Anik, good morning, Jackie, and Merry belated Christmas. Yes, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, whatever that looks like for you. There's no right or wrong way to do holidays, right? There's no expectations. It's just about enjoying what's available to us, just like the rest of life, right? Good morning, Carrie. Maria, good afternoon from Sweden. Welcome, welcome. So let's talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde. This big thing that most people freak out. Oh no, Mercury retrograde, my life's gonna fall apart. Poppycock. It's my new favorite word, I guess, poppycock. That is not necessarily the case. Okay, definitely thankful we're on Christmas break. My son and I have been sick all week. I'm sorry to hear that, Kay. But lots of snuggling and movie watching. I love it. Enjoy the process. Send gratitude to your immune system for fighting off whatever it is that's trying to get out of you right now. I've been noticing a lot of people have been sick for about the last month or two, even. Like all over, not even just near me. Yeah, curious. And then there's also been patterns of people near me, like they'll get sick and then they get better and then they get sick again a week or two later. So I'm just curious about what's going on. I feel huge energetic shifts right now, and I don't know if you guys are feeling it. Things are just feeling like nicer and more intuitive. And I've been like, when I fall asleep, when I close my eyes to fall asleep, I've been seeing like clearer visions within the last week. Just getting these like pictures. And my clairvoyance is not my strongest clair sense. I do claircognizance usually runs my show. I just know what's going on, and then like clairsentience sometimes will take over. I'll get like pain or like a tingle somewhere in my body. But yeah, the visions have been coming more lately, and there's just this lightness. Like people around me are talking about these like spiritual revolutions that they're having that I've been waiting for them to have for some time, and it's just nice. It's just, I feel like nice. And then I have spring weather back, so you guys know how much I love the spring and summer weather. Jennifer, yes, I'm feeling a big change since the fall, which was tough. We have been coming out of a rough couple of years in astrology also, so that could be another part of it. My gosh, my brain is fried right now. Saturn and Uranus have been square for a long time, creating tension between Saturn the old and Uranus the new. Saturn restrictions and Uranus freedom, rebellion, independence. So there's been a lot of tension between those two planets for the last 2.5, 3 years. And that tension is starting to lift, so I wonder if that might be part of it. Angel says there is a shift into feminine energy. I'm feeling on a personal level anyway. Maybe it's bigger than I realized if you're feeling it too. Yeah, a lot of times it happens everywhere. And if we don't talk about it, we don't know what's going on in other people's realities, right? Hello, Jody. Angela, a lot of strange dreams and tiredness. There is a lot of retrograde energy still, especially Mars retrograde is pulling us back. I'll talk about that a little bit into our explanation today. Anique definitely been sick since COVID over Thanksgiving, and that's very unusual for me. Am I energetically purging? I do feel that there is a large purge all over the place. If everyone's getting sick, like there's just stagnant energy that like we need to mucus out of ourselves, I think. I don't know, we'll see. Daphne, hello. Cecilia says freedom is my word for 2023. I'm taking time off of work. Yes. Enjoy time for yourself. Live your life while you're here. We've been debt slaves for the whole time that, since we've turned 16, 14, some of us. Take time for yourself. Live your life. But let's talk about Mercury retrograde because I can go on and on about freedom and independence all day. Mucus as a verb. Yeah, I want to see if I can make this concise. I was listening to a podcast years ago, and this woman was describing your mucus as your body's personal soap. So when you are sick, there's something inside of yourself that you need to get out. Think about it however you want to. And she was describing how your mucus is like the lather of your immune system purging. So it's like you gotta wash the soap out of your nose and your throat and your lungs. You gotta get it out. Yeah, it's a different way to look at sickness, right? Because nothing is good or bad. It's all about how we choose to define it. This Mercury retrograde, and I'll just say this right now, I was born during Mercury retrograde, and every time Mercury is retrograde, I try to piece together, like, what does that mean? What exactly does that mean? How do I embody that? How do I personally feel what it is to be born with a natal Mercury retrograde during the transiting Mercury retrograde? And what I think it is that it's just more natural for me. So I feel like I can already feel myself. I'm much more talkative today, and I have a lot more mental quickness today on the first day of Mercury retrograde than I have for the last few times. So yeah, maybe let us know in the chat here if you do have Mercury retrograde in your natal chart and if you feel more comfortable during these times. So Mercury is retrograde already. He has already started his descent backwards. Mercury will be retrograde until January 18th, so about 3 weeks. He is starting at 24 degrees of Capricorn, and he will retrograde back to 8 degrees of Capricorn. We'll talk about your natal chart in a second. So Mercury retrograde is a time of reviewing. Mercury is the messenger. He is the planet that rules our thoughts, our ideas, our communication, how we think about things, right? How we speak about things. And retrograde, he is passing back over this place in Capricorn where he has been. Now he's going back. He's revisiting the ideas that we've been creating. He is clarifying what he has thought into existence since he's been. So 24 to 8 degrees of Capricorn. If you know how to look at where that is in your natal chart, that might give you a little idea about where you might be rethinking, replanning, reviewing, just clarifying in your life. This is actually passing over my natal Uranus and I believe North Node. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this Uranus retrograde. It's passing through my 12th house and then back into my 11th. So for me, that looks like a spiritual review, like re-clarifying, is this the belief that I really want to follow? You know, like, is this truly serving my highest good, or is there another way to look at it? Especially passing back over my Uranus, I'm excited for that. And I don't want you to think that you need to review your life in this like anxious, nervous, like what if I didn't do it right kind of way. No, just observe in a calm way. Just notice. Notice if your thoughts seem a little bit different than they have for the last 3-4 months. Great question. Can you recommend websites where to read about this? I'd love to dive into it myself. So, a good one that I like to recommend is Cafe Astrology. Cafe Astrology has a plethora of articles about all this astrology stuff. However, and actually, thanks for saying that, because that brought up something else. When you guys listen to these astrology tidbits from me, from any astrologer, I highly recommend getting multiple opinions. And I'm not to say that anyone is right or wrong, but when it comes to astrology and explaining the energy behind these things, there's not just one or two ways to describe what is happening. It's so dense, it's so deep. I could sit here for 4 hours and talk about what this is going to mean, Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn, you know, but like, I'm giving you my highlights, how it's resonating with me and how I best communicate it out to you. Other astrologers are most likely doing the same thing. You know, there are a lot of astrologers who are very textbook by the book. This is what I've learned. This is what it means. There are other astrologers that are more intuitive, you know, like I have the base understanding. I would say I'm more intuitive. I have the base understanding of what all of this means, and then I twist it into my own intuition. So definitely read more than one explanation of what's going on. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Great question. Thanks for asking. So Capricorn, what kind of energy are we reviewing? Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house of astrology. The 10th house represents our career, our public image. So if you might be rethinking decisions you've made about your career, be rethinking the course that you've been on for some time, that would this is a good time to do so. And Capricorn is also representative of father energy. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So this, you know, if you have a revelation with your father, right? Or if you have a father who's passed on, maybe this is a time to revisit, you know, some of those old wounds and, you know, maybe forgive him for some things. I digress. What else was I going to say about, you know, I'll talk about it in a second. Let me see. Okay, that makes so much sense. My Mercury is retrograde at 19 degrees of Capricorn. I also thought it was funny, the mischief that came up. I love it. Anik, I have the birth chart you did for me, but I don't know how to read it. So if you just look for the symbol of Capricorn, and it's hard to describe what it looks like. It looks like a big circle with like a V line underneath it. Just look where 8 degrees and 24 degrees are. Pretty much the chunk, the middle chunk of Capricorn. And then you can look to see towards the center of the chart what house numbers are there. And then you can look up on the internet what those house numbers mean. I know it's a lot. Or you can just hop onto Astrology 101, take my course here on Insight Timer, jam-packed with information about basic understanding of astrology. So today, as Mercury starts his retrograde, he's conjunct Venus. He is right next to the planet of love. The way that I'm seeing this is like Venus giving Mercury a little kiss on the cheek and sending him on his way, sending him on his journey with good intention, with positive vibes. So to me, this whole Mercury retrograde just feels loving. It's like a friendly journey, you know, like don't be so hard on yourself. Capricorn does have that theme of rigidness, limited boundaries, right? Saturn energy comes with Capricorn, but Venus is here like, ooh, I'll be waiting for you. I'll miss you. Come back soon, you know? So just a little bit of that fun, lighthearted energy with it as well. Angela, yes, I'm rethinking my course of career and the choices I made. I didn't understand why. I just felt like it. I love it. I love it. Cecilia, I'm fascinated about what you mentioned about mucus. I've had several sinus infections and I feel the universe kept saying, take a break and rest. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. The universe will send us these messages. It'll present us with these situations to get us to do something or to think about something. Christina says, my father just passed at 100. Wow. And it's opened a big wound to revisit. I'm very sorry to hear that, Christina. I've also had a father that has passed away, so I know that that's not a fun time to go through. But 100, my goodness, that's a great long life. I'm interested to see how this revisits with you so soon, right? This Mercury retrograde in Capricorn so soon. Interesting. So with this Mercury retrograde, as he is moving back in his sign, he will be trine pretty much the whole time, trine Uranus and the North Node. So that means that he will be, oh gosh, I don't know the angles. A trine looks like a triangle. When you have the two planets in the zodiac, I can't think of the degree. Is it 60? Trine is a harmonious aspect, where they are in relation to each other on the 360-degree circle of the zodiac. So harmonious energy between revisiting your thoughts and Uranus, the planet of unexpected, unique changes, shocking revelations, and also the North Node, are what we need to do to reach our highest destiny in this incarnation, what we need to do to graduate the Earth School. So this might show itself as bringing harmonious thoughts around how to stay on the path of highest consciousness, North Node, in your own unique way, Uranus. This can also bring up ideas of how to rebel, Uranus, go against the status quo, Uranus energy, in order to expand your consciousness and raise your own vibration, North Node. So, yeah, curious to see how that works out for you as well. Looking at your natal chart between 8 degrees of Capricorn and 24 degrees of Capricorn, this may be an area of your life where plans change. For all of the Earth energy people out there, plans changing. Oh no. It has to be this way. I've planned it so long. But yeah, just be open to the change. You know, be aware that people in your life may change their mind. They might change plans. It's okay for people to change, and it's okay for you to change your plans too. Take this time to review, reflect, just observe, just notice. I saw someone asking, Christine, can you talk about how the other signs may be reacting? I'm a Virgo. Those questions are hard to answer when I'm not looking at your entire chart, and I don't want to give you a cop-out answer, saying that it makes more sense to look at the whole chart, but I also don't want to give you a half-ass answer like, oh yeah, Virgos might be blah blah blah. Like, to me, that's so flazé-da type of astrology. However, let me think through this. So Mercury does rule Virgo, so Virgos could take this Mercury retrograde a little bit more deeply, right? Your sun, your soul might feel this because your own home planet is going inwards. What else? Capricorn is cardinal air. Yeah, and Virgo is mutable, or cardinal earth, mutable earth, so that would be a trine. So it is trining, this Capricorn Mercury retrograde is trining Virgo. So even though it's hitting you harder because it is your natal, your home planet, the trine gives you a harmonious aspect also. So I mean, that's kind of, to me, that's kind of a crappy answer, but like, it could be difficult if you choose for it to be difficult, or it could be harmonious if you choose for it to be harmonious. The energies are available to all the energies are available to all of us all the time. It's what we choose to lean into. No need to apologize, Christine. Yeah, but if you'd like to book a natal chart reading with me, you can find my website on my Insight Timer bio, and we can work one-on-one. I can look at your entire chart and give you a whole description of who you are. So the energy right now is feeling slow. We were talking about this in the beginning. If it does feel like a very reflective time, a very like pushed down to the couch is the feel that I'm getting. We still have Mars retrograde, we still have Uranus retrograde, and now today Mercury is starting retrograde. Anytime planets are retrograde, their energies are pulled inwards, so a more like introspective take on the energies of those planets, and it's also just a slow down and a review time. So if you've been feeling lack of motivation, that could be it. Also, there's a lack of fire in the sky right now. So we have Jupiter, who just entered Aries at like 1 degree, 0 or 1 degree of Aries right now. Chiron is an asteroid. He's been hanging out in Aries for a little bit. And just today, the moon entered Aries, so we have that little bit of moon energy today and tomorrow in the fire sign. But other than that, Jupiter is like the only fire in the sky. So this isn't a time to go, go, go. This isn't a time to act and be passionate and dive in. This is more of a reflective time. And something interesting, so I was writing about, there's no fire in the sky, and then I remembered all of the lighters in my house within the last week have completely gone out, which I just thought was interesting. Like all within the span of 1 week, all of them just ran out of lighter fluid. So thanks, energy. Thanks, sky. So this Mercury retrograde, this reviewing, I feel like it gives us a mindful way to walk in to 2023, right? We're not rushing in, fires ablazing, like, yeah, let's go, it's a new year. No, it's mindful. It's slowly walking in, noticing what is available to you, observing what your life looks like right now, just intaking and digesting what it looks like mindfully, instead of just like racing forward with your blinders on. This is a very like, this is what 2022 looked like. Is this what I want 2023 to look like? And this is, here I go again on my rant about New Year's resolutions. So I am not a fan of deciding to change yourself on January 1st, because we're in the middle of winter. We're in this time of hibernation, this dark time of the year of rest and reflection. It's a great time to sit with 2022 and recap it and set your intentions for 2023, but I don't see January 1st as the most harmonious time to set your actions on, I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to eat better right now. Like, no, this is the time of planning. Capricorn is the planning sign, getting everything on paper. Aquarius is your time to rethink it. Aquarius is an air sign, so let's move through the details. And then Pisces gives us that watery ending. Does this really feel good to me? Is this really what I feel like putting my energy towards? And then when March 20th comes, March 21st, the day changes every year, but Aries season, start of the zodiac, that's when we have this cardinal fire starting your passions. So, again, I digress. But so at this time, what I do like to do is to recap 2022, which I've been doing. I go through my calendar events. I look at all the appointments that I had. I look at, just whatever else I threw in my calendar for the day. That just helps me get a picture of 2022. I look back at all the pictures that I've taken over the year just to, jog my memory. Like, what was I doing in March? What was I doing in July? And I also keep a tarot journal, so I went through that already. So I'm reviewing 2022. We're leaving a year that is the 6. Numerology 6 energy. 2022, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. We are leaving a year that brought us harmony. 6 represents problem solving, a year of healing, a year of compassion. However that resonates for you, however that sits with you. We're beginning 2023, which is a number of 7. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. 7 is the number of spirituality. We are coming into a philosophical year, a very intuitive and deep thinking year. This may be a year of introversion, like being an introvert, being the hermit, going away and like just being with yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's this deep thinking, this intuitive, spiritual year, you know? Lucky number 7. 7 chakras, 7 days of the week, 7 colors in the rainbow that we're able to see. So I'm excited for this woo-woo type year. And so yesterday, right before Mercury retrograde, I had a download, and I want to keep you guys posted on what my intentions are for Aries season, just so that you guys can come along with me. So I do talk about this all the time, how New Year's resolutions set us up to fail, right? This is a planning time. You can get your ideas, but the action starts in March. So I was gifted this download yesterday of starting, it's going to be called Embody Astrology, and it's going to be just this little support group that'll meet once a month starting in March, right around the start of Aries season. We'll get together on a Zoom call and just chat about what energies, like recap the previous zodiac season. We'll recap Pisces season. And then we'll talk about Aries season, just to understand all the archetypes around Aries, kind of what energy is available to us for the next month. We'll set some plans for that zodiac season. So we'll set some plans for Aries, and then, I'll give some feedback. We can collaborate with each other, a nice little group effort here. And then we'll meet again right before Taurus season starts. We'll recap Aries, talk about Taurus, make some plans for Taurus season, and go. So that's something that I'm excited about. So stay tuned for details about that. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Oh, Jacqui, Elisa, and Christine, thank you. They're saying that my birth chart readings are amazing. I do love it. I do love it. Susie Susan just came down with COVID yesterday. Sounds like the rest of us were purging, right? Purge it out. Jane, thank you for the kudos. Okay, maybe that's why people's resolutions tend to fall through, because they realize it's not actually in alignment for them. Yes, because when you try to act during a time of reflection, you're working against the universe. You're not working with. Life is meant to be easy. We are given so many gifts to make our lives easy and flowing and simple. And it's this resistance that we create to flow against nature that makes things more difficult and more painful. Christine, I always wonder why Canis considered the beginning of the year, when for Northern Hemisphere it's winter time, of death and rest. Yes, Gregorian calendar, I don't agree with it. I have my opinions, but this is not the time to talk about it. Elisa, I listened to a really good podcast yesterday by Rachel Hollis, How to Set Your New Year's Intentions, part 1 and 2. She has some really good suggestions of how to reflect on the previous year and set your intentions for the year coming. Yeah. Also, if you are a journaler, I also like to journal, so I'll probably do this over the next couple days. I'll journal today or tomorrow, speaking as if it is the end of 2023. This is what this year looked like. These are all the things that I'm grateful for that I have right now. by putting your energy in the present and speaking as if you have created all of these things in your life, your subconscious doesn't know the difference. Your subconscious thinks that that's real, so the energy around you starts to shift and morph into what you believe is real. Manifestation actually works, but you need the trust, what's a good word for it? The dedication, right? It's not something that like, I'm going to decide today that I want $1 million. Oops, it didn't happen. I don't believe in manifestation. No, it's something you got to like keep up with. You got to remind yourself. The gratitude, right? Being grateful for what you do have. Because if you're in this energy of lack, you know, like, I don't have the relationship that I want. I don't have this love that I want. I don't have respect. I don't have this. I want it. The universe is going to continue to give you what you don't want. And it's going to keep you in that energy of always wanting more. When you're able to look around and say like, sure, not all my relationships are perfect, but I am grateful that I have this one friend, and this one friend is amazing, and I love the energy that I feel when I'm with this person. This is what I'm in alignment with. This type of energy, this type of communication is what I desire. There you go. I came across a different way of affirming yesterday. It's asking, why am I, whenever you are affirming? Yes, Kay, you're basically challenging your mind to find proof for the affirmation. I have one of my meditations here on Insight Timer. I believe it's the prosperity and abundance one. I used that technique. Yes, so instead of saying, I am affluent, I am wealthy, you know, affirming is wonderful, but you could take it to the next level. Why do I always attract everything that I want? So you put that energy out to the universe. Why is this true? And then the universe kind of has to scramble to put together the answer to that, to answer your question as if it were true. It's just a little bit deeper. Jacqui, what I manifested in 2023 is a page in my 2023 bullet journal. Working on filling it in coming days. Excited about manifesting. Me too. Hello, Sherry. So I'm going to pull a card for us. And let's just get a general overview of 2023, right? It's going to be one simple card. What would our guides like us to keep in mind throughout this entire year? And I will be putting this up on YouTube. So if you want to review that Mercury Retrograde description, it'll be up on my YouTube channel. Just search my name, you can find me. And then this card will be there for some time as well. I'm also going to put this in our spiritual community, the group that I have here on Insight Timer. But that feed gets washed away pretty quickly as I continue to post. So I was trying to think of where else I can put this. However, if it resonates with you, feel free to jot it down, jot down the message for yourself. So we're going to pull today from Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation. It's got a glare, lots of gold foil. Sherry, I've been listening, forgot to say hello. Thank you for the info and ideas. You're welcome. Absolutely. Anik, I listen to that track of yours all the time. I do like that one. Yeah, that was I was excited to come across that way of manifesting. Affirming. So please send your energy into this deck. I'll leave it on screen just for a second so it can soak up all the energy of everyone who's here. We all impact the collective all of the time. And that's a beautiful thing. Steve, what did you say? Why do I always attract everything I want to the universe? Yeah, just questioning the universe, and you can make it whatever is personal to you. Why do I always... Why does abundance flow to me so easily? Why am I so satisfied with my life? Why do my manifestations appear with ease? Why is life so easy? And just ask yourself. Love that deck. Beautiful. So we are asking the universe what message to keep in mind throughout this upcoming year of 2023. If you guys are enjoying my session so far today, if you'd like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they're always appreciated. If you haven't followed me yet on Insight Timer, please feel free to click on my face on the bottom right corner and give me a follow to stay updated when I post my new classes. If you want to work one-on-one with me, you can find my personal website on my Insight Timer profile. I've been talking about astrology readings. I do offer those. We can work one-on-one for some energy healing. I also do tarot readings and Akashic record readings if you'd like to dive into any parts of your past life, early life, current life, future lives. Anything in the Book of Souls, the Book of Life. This I've never seen this card before in this deck, so I feel like it was waiting for today. Sherry, I really love that wording, and I could use a change-up. Awesome. Thanks, Kay, for the reminder, because that's something that I used for a little bit of time. You know, I have it like journaled down, but then it fell away, and it'd be nice to bring it back. I actually just got a whiteboard. So I have a vision board right next to my bed. That, long story, it was an accident that I created a vision board, but it's there. And now I have a whiteboard next to it because every new month I set new affirmations, every new moon I set new affirmations, every full moon I set new affirmations. I'm sure there's more I just can't keep track of, but I have these like rolling affirmations. They change as the energies change, you know? Every new zodiac cycle I set new affirmations. And I have them all just put down on paper in random places. So I put this whiteboard right next to my bed so I can write down the affirmations and keep a visual track of them as I wake up in the morning. But yeah, that might be a good time to bring that questioning back in. Hello, Liz, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon from Toronto. I've been listening in with Jacqui's live and decided to make an appearance. As always, I'm feeling happy and grateful for experiencing another live created by her, and I am glad to be spending part of my day with her and others in the community here. I love it, Liz. Thanks for saying hello. I love that you all feel comfortable enough to take a spot in this live. I'm a community person. I'm a collaborative person. Like, we all create the energy that's here right now. I am not your guru. I'll say that over and over. Like, don't follow me. Don't listen to me. Don't trust me. You know, take what resonates and leave the rest. I love it, Liz. Yeah, thanks for being a part of this, and thanks for using your voice. Kay says I paint sigils on the new moon. It's become one of my favorite parts of my ritual. I love it. All right, guys, 2023, what would our guides like us to know, like us to keep in mind? The card that came up is the Stellar Gateway activation. And actually, let me turn this light off. There's that nasty glare. I hope you can see that. Stellar Gateway activation. Infinite potential and manifestation vortex. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh, I just got chills. Like, all over. The Stellar Gateway is the highest of our chakras, and it is found about 12 to 24 feet, 3 to 6 meters, above our head. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field, and holds our life's potential, as it holds all the intentions that we set before this incarnation and all the intentions we've set during it that support the ever unfolding path of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. And when we connect with it, we come into alignment with the aspects of our soul's journey, including when we were part of the cosmos. This card transports us to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within it. Above the stargate, there are three-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest king of Atlantis, who is one of the ancient masters holding the secrets of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and of our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power and of how our soul has existed through lifetimes. The Stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. Breathe deeply. Imagine that your breath is taking you up and out to connect with the infinite potential held within the stars. Affirm, I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. You are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dreams. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway, and if they are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. It is important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time, and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens. Grace, Jennifer, yeah, wow. I was buzzing that whole time reading that description. Wow. I'm at like a loss for words. So honestly, I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm here with you guys. I'm teaching you stuff. The highest chakra that was in my awareness was the soul star, right? So you have your crown chakra and then your soul star is about a foot above. And this is me learning about the stellar gateway. So this, to me, is just an invitation from our guides to know that 2023 is going to be a freaking magical year, full of just connecting with your cosmic roots, aligning with the soul contract that we signed before we came here. We all made intentions before we incarnated into these human meat suits. We are a spiritual being. We're having a human experience, right? This next year is going to be all about remembering. Oh my gosh, I got chills about that because there's other things that have been coming up in my existence about remembering who we are, remembering what our purpose is. Beautiful. Yeah, let me know how that resonated with you guys. And what was it about the pyramid? Something came up about the pyramid, and this has been in my lap. It's been a while since I've brought this to Insight Timer, but this is my little lapis pyramid. So that was kind of cool to read about that. This card transports us to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within it. And triangles have been coming up in my life, in other friends' lives. Yeah. Magical year. I will put that description in our spiritual community. This replay is going to be on YouTube for you to listen to again and again and again. Love it. All I see in the comments right now is wow, 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 magic, beautiful. Let me get some incense lit with the one lighter that has a little bit of juice left. And we will talk through a little bit of a grounding meditation. And then I will transmit some Reiki energy The intention today that I am going to transmit is a clearing. Clearing out patterns that no longer serve us, clearing out energy that y'all might be using your mucus to get out. The session is all about clearing. So as we come into the meditation, I invite you. So we're gonna at one point we'll grow our roots down to Mother Earth and let everything go. But I want you to focus today on cleansing, clearing, giving anything that no longer serves you back to the universe, because the universe is here to transmute it into love and light again. And we can't, if we're full of shit that no longer serves us, there's no room for the beautiful to come in. So we need to clear. We need to let stuff go. We need to drop beliefs. We need to drop attachments in order for this beautiful new energy to be able to come in, to have space to come in. Christine, we just got a pyramid crystal. I would use that all year. That is your connection to this Stargate, stellar, stellar gateway. And I felt it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Triangle's so strong this morning, and I had no idea the relevance. Now I do. I'm assuming there's one more coming. There's another triangle message. And triangles are the strongest shape, right? They hold the most tension. Christine, do you think you can learn Reiki virtually? Maybe. I think so, yes. That's been on the back of my burner also. I am a Reiki master teacher. I'm still putting together my materials to teach in person. I know people who have done Reiki virtually, and the energy is there. What's that called? The attunement happens. Like, it's there. It's all intention based. So yes, haven't done it, but yes, I do think you can. Cecilia, I've been decluttering a bit at a time. Feels so right. Beautiful. Chandra, hi Chandra. Starting your astrology class. I love it. Jacqui, what would it mean to be dreaming more about the past and future lately? I'm not sure. I'm not a dream expert. Dreaming about the past could signify a clearing, right? If it's bringing you back to things that you no longer participate in, could be representative of what you are clearing. Dreaming about the future could be literally dreaming about the future, like manifesting what you desire. Let's focus on release. So feel free to come into whatever position is most comfortable for you at this time. Closing down your eyes if you have not done so already. Breathing in the life force of this universal energy around you. Using it to clear out any stagnant energy within your physical body, and exhaling out anything that no longer serves you. Choosing to allow the release. Bringing your awareness to the crown of your head. And slowly scanning down the back of your head. Down your temples, your ears, your forehead, eyebrows, eyelids and eyelashes. Down the bridge of your nose, off the tip, scanning down the cheeks, the lips, the chin, the jaw, feeling into all sides of the neck, throat, draping your awareness over your shoulders. Feeling down the upper arms past the elbows, down the forearms, the wrists, into your hands, and through the fingers. Bringing your awareness up to your chest, feeling into the front of each rib, feeling your awareness swirling inside the lungs, the heart, further down the front side of your body, feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. Down the front of your hips and into the pelvic floor. Bringing your awareness to your upper back, slowly flowing down the back side of your body, over the shoulder blades, weaving in and out the backs of the ribs, down the mid-back, the lower back, into your glutes, and flowing your awareness down the upper legs, past the knees, down the lower legs, over the ankles, the tops of your feet, your toes, and the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply now as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every cell of your body at once. And using the breath to open the central channel of energy within your body by breathing in deeply, watching the breath as it travels down the spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, watching the breath reach up the spine and out the crown of your head. Inhaling down into the root, exhaling up, out the crown. Continue for a few rounds on your own. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm. As you begin to imagine roots growing down from every contact point you have with the surface beneath you. Watching these roots as they travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper and digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this nourishing energy for your highest and greatest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath and feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of pastel rainbow light in the center of your chest. This sparkling, warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. This pastel rainbow light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. And taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. Slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles, stretching out the body however it is calling you to. And perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together as you rub them back and forth, creating friction and creating heat. Cupping the warm palms over your eyes as you begin to blink your eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks as you slowly bring yourself back to your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Welcome, Eric. Thanks for joining us. Susie, so wonderful. Beautiful. Please let me know how that was for you guys. Let me know what you experienced. The intention today was all about clearing out what is taking up space that is preventing you from absorbing higher vibrations, absorbing beautiful, wanted energy. So what I was being shown was literally a raining of blessings, right? So much water energy today, but it was water and ether. And that pastel rainbow, I was intending like this, I don't know if you can see the colors, this angel aura. This is, pastel rainbow, right? Spectrum of light. That's what I was imagining pouring down on all of you, washing away inside and out. And I was watching everything get carried down into the earth. But that's okay, because that's where the universe is here to support us. The universe is here to transmute negative energy into positive energy. And then I was guided to throw it out there. If you guys are interested in energy in general, if you've never heard of the Taurus energy field, this is your invitation to look into that, because that is everywhere. The Taurus energy field is everywhere. And that's what I'm going to say about that. But it's all recycling, right? It's all beautiful. It's all positive. You are literally the conduit of bringing blessings down from the skies and letting the residual go back down into Mother Earth in order for it to be recycled back up, for it to come back down, and so hopefully that resonates with you guys. Angel says, wow, Jacqui, what a session, holy cow. Thank you for allowing the release, right? I can only do so much as an energy healer. It's you guys are in charge of your energy. That's why I ask you to surrender to the Reiki energy, because if you have this resistance up, anything that I do is not going to matter. It's all about you guys. Cecilia, yawning and tears, a wonderful release. My mom came through to tell me I'm doing great. She sees all the work I've done. Just be. she said. That's wonderful, Cecilia. I love reconnecting with past loved ones. I'm very excited for New Year's Eve. I'm going to a sound healing event. And I went to a sound healing last weekend or the weekend before. Sometime recently. It was my first ever sound healing experience, and now I'm hooked. But this past one, I definitely reconnected with my father, and it was a similar energy. Yeah. Very proud of everything that I'm doing, that the world is doing. He's kind of like, man, I'm missing out on that, but like in a joking way. Yeah, but I was able to reconnect with him, and I saw his energetic self, and just that feel of like, Jacqui, it's so much easier on this side. Like, it doesn't need to be that hard. Like, it gets better. It gets easier. That was a nice thing I took away from that. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Ani. LK, thank you very much. Thank you, Karen. Jacqui says, beautiful violet light today, despite the distractions in my house. Thank you, Jacqui. So grateful for you and this community. Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks, Jacqui. Christine says, wow, thank you. I had some energy purging happening big time today. Gotta make that space, you know? And during this Mercury retrograde, as you revisit things that have happened, it's okay to change course. It's okay to let things go. It's okay to drop what is no longer helping you out in this incarnation. Oh, a whole bunch of messages just popped through. Let's see. Christine, my hand started to lift and I was slow, almost difficult to return. Seems like you really disconnected for a moment. And sometimes that's okay. That's necessary sometimes. That's awesome to hear, Christine. Christine with a C, thank you very much for your donation. Much appreciated. If you guys did enjoy today's session, donations are always appreciated, never expected. Angel, I was being shown looking up, outward, outside of myself. I'm very independent and I need to be more in community. There's a lot of Aquarius energy coming up in the near future, so community is going to be big for all of us. And I got clarity on who I need to serve in my passion project. And this was just so enlightening and clarifying for me this whole session. That's awesome, Angel. Oh, thank you for the clarity. I love it. I love it. Angela, thank you. Liz says, to everyone in the community here, I wish you peace, love, music, dancing, singing, joy, and laughter in your life. Thank you, Liz. All things that I'm definitely bringing into 2023. K, it's spelled differently. I think it's Taurus. It's not Taurus like the zodiac Taurus. It's, I think it's Taurus. But once you look it up, you'll see it. It looks like a big donut. Cecilia, thank you kindly for your donation. Kay, it feels like there is an alchemical fire radiating throughout my chest and spreading. Is that some self-love you're releasing today, Kay? I mean, like releasing into, you know, not like getting rid of it, but like letting it flow. Cecilia, Jacqui, you should listen to the wakes on Monday nights. Their sound baths are amazing. Thanks for the recommendation, Cecilia. Something about being there and like feeling the vibration in my body was part of it also. But absolutely, yeah, I will listen to sound baths anytime. I'm actually trying to get into sound healing. Yeah, things have come up in my life that are like showing me like, we need you to do this. And I wanted to bring up. So one of my girlfriends gifted me Koshi bells for Christmas. You've probably seen them. They look like wind chimes, but they're encased in a bamboo sphere. Is that what it's called? Cylinder? A bamboo cylinder. And they're just gorgeous, you know. They're tuned to like a beautiful chord that are, it's, you know, at least the one that she got me was water. And that brand has like the 4 elements. I don't know how other Koshi bells work. However, I've been clearing myself with the Koshi bells, just like using the energy all around me. And my God, let me tell you guys, my neck tension, shoulder, upper back has been my most prevalent spot of tension all of my life. And I took those Koshi bells and I like cleared the back of my throat and heart chakra, and I feel like a new person. I don't know where that came from. why I'm talking about it right now, but man, if you have bells or anything that you can, and I mean the koshi bells are nice because even if, like, I know I'm a flexible person, but even if you can't get your arm all the way back there, they're long, they're like a foot or whatever long, so even having that vibration like near the back of your chakras, because remember, like, the chakras are inside and your aura is 360 around your body, so we focus a lot on the front of our body. The back of our body is neglected lots of times. So if you guys have koshi bells or anything, try that out. Oh gosh, okay. Christine says she lost the comments. Is anyone else having this happen on Insight Timer? Okay, you mentioned the sound healing. A place I go regularly actually has a session tonight. Just found out. Love it. And you said self-love and I started crying, so I'm gonna go with yes. Embrace it. Embrace it, Kay. We all deserve it. Jackie said, Christine, I had a bunch of comments show up higher where they weren't previously. Cecilia says, I totally get it. In person is best. I love koshis, absolutely. Angel, thank you so much for your generous donation. It's very much appreciated. Okay, my goal with my business is to begin doing sound healings too. I believe music and vibration and just, I have a million words ready to come out. Aquarius energy is we're in the age of Aquarius. Like, it's starting. It's here. Pluto's moving into Aquarius in March. In 2023, the spiritual, mystical year of the 7. Yeah. Sound healings, vibration, community, dance, music, movement, collaboration. Angel says, yes, Christine, most of the time I can't see comments at all, and then suddenly sometimes they show up again. Cecilia says comments have been bad. Christine says a lot of lost chats on Insight Timer. Yeah, sorry guys. That's why I like to read them, because they pop in and out for me too. There have been times that, yeah, it's interesting. Christine says, Jane, thanks, so I don't feel crazy here. Oh, no comments since the meditation. Interesting. Well, maybe that's our sign to skedaddle. Thank you for being here with me today. Feel free to follow me on Insight Timer if you're new today. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can check out my website. Jackie, where do you buy your cards, Jackie? I buy them all over the place. Any place that, whenever I'm called to them, I buy cards. So I've bought them at like metaphysical shops, like rock shops. I've bought them online if it feels aligned. I've bought them at Barnes & Noble. So yeah, really anywhere. Anywhere. And I love looking around because different stores have different energy, have different, Christine, my dog is suddenly acting weird since the meditation. He feels it too often. I wonder if he feels relieved, if we cleared something from him today as well. Maybe he tuned into the energy. Place online you've mentioned. So Jackie Hay House, the author is Louise Hay, and she has a publishing community, Hay House. That's a big deck website. And as much as I'm not a big fan of supporting large, giant businesses, Amazon does have a lot of good decks. Yeah. I found a lot of like Facebook ads for decks too. Yeah, just all over the place. Just set your intention to attract decks that are in alignment with your highest healing and your highest good, and watch them come. Ooh, something I wanted to say earlier, and it just came up, so if you're still here, you're meant to hear it. These last 2 weeks, I've worked with many, many, many wonderful new clients. I ran a sale for the last 2 weeks of December, so I've met a whole lot of new people these last 2 weeks, and I've touched in with a lot of different energies these last 2 weeks, and here's a theme, and I'm not sharing any secrets or anything, but this is interesting, and I've been trying to... Most people are hiding their spirituality from the world. Let me just say, most people that I've worked with, especially over these last 2 weeks, are in this, and I've been there, so I get it. They're in this place of like, I have all these spiritual practices, I do all of these things, but no one around me does what I do. No one around me thinks about what I think about. I don't have anyone to connect with in my immediate environment. So think about, and it was interesting for me to see, because for so many people to be telling me no one around me does this, but they're also not talking about it, you know? And I've been there. When I first was diving into this world, I was nervous about like people thinking that I'm a nutcase. But F it, you know? Like, this is my truth. This is how my life has meaning, so I'm gonna own it, you know? I'm gonna be proud of it. And then once I started living this authentic way of myself, like, if people who know nothing about astrology, I'll throw it in a conversation if it makes sense. Like, oh, I'm a bit tired lately. Oh, well, Mars is retrograde. And then if they're curious, they'll ask for clarification. And if they think I'm a lunatic, then they think I'm a lunatic, and who cares? You know, like, you don't need to be aligned with every person in your life, but when you do start sharing these things, and when you do start embodying what you believe in, these community people just show up, and they like you because you're being authentic, and they have that in them also. And boom. Why am I finding people near me that are aligned with the ascension of the planet, Kay? I don't know, maybe the universe can answer that question for you with some woo-woo friends. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there because it's interesting to hear, you know, and like I understand, like I do this for a living. They want you want to tell the spiritual person, like, oh, how do you find, you know, I don't have anyone that does this. You do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like say that it's a bad thing, right? Because I've been there, you know, I've been in that nervousness of like, I don't want to tell people what I really think is happening because they're going to think I'm crazy. But that's it. It's all about aligning your energy with what you want. And yeah, if you don't talk about it, no one's going to know that they can talk to you about it. There you go. Liz, thank you. Jackie, for doing this live now event and your amazing gift to me and others in the community. You're welcome, Liz. Thanks for being here. Cecilia, the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor is powerful and beautiful. The Quantum Oracle. That sounds lovely. If it keeps coming up, maybe if that's meant to be for me, I know that the message will keep coming up. Carmina, you can order directly from hayhouse.com, often more cheaply than Amazon, if you're willing to endure daily marketing emails from them. Or you could just unsubscribe from the emails, you know? But yeah, Carmina, thanks for the reminder. Hay House runs sales all of the time, too. Carrie says, I love that. Christine says, thanks for putting that out there. It's so true. Yes, just own yourself. I'm way over time. I promised myself that I would be cognizant of my time and your time. This Mercury retrograde just got me so excited because it feels right to me. Love to all. I have not posted my classes for next week yet, but I will be here. I'm trying to think. I did write down astrological stuff. I'm thinking Monday and Friday. We'll see. Follow me on Insight Timer to stay tuned. Look on our spiritual community for the card update today. Enjoy the end of 2022. Reflect on this number 6 year. Reflect on this harmony, this problem-solving, healing year. And then once you've done that, once you've closed the book, then start to think, start to plan what you would like to manifest in 2023. That's a gnat. Interesting. What you'd like to manifest in 2023. It's here. 7:33 here. Love the numbers. Love it, Cecilia. I'll see you guys very soon. Namaste. Love to all. Happy 2022.